Good evening. Good evening. Twiggs County Board of Education meeting is now called to order. Today is Tuesday, April the 9th, 2019, and the time is 6:01. And we all stand for pledge of allegiance to the flag. Moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. First on our agenda is approval of the agenda for tonight, April the 9th, 2019 board regular session. May I have a motion, please?
I make the motion to approve the agenda for tonight's meeting.
Second that motion.
The motion has been properly made by Ms. Blackshear and seconded by Mr. Harris. Is there any other question at this time? Are you ready to vote? All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion so passed. Next item on the agenda is the approval of minutes from board meeting March 12th and March 26th. I have a motion.
Madam Vice Chair, I make the motion to approve. Vice Chair, I make the motion to approve both the March 12th BOE regular session and the March 26th BOE work session.
Second the motion.
The motion has been made by Ms. Blackshear and seconded by Mr. Harris that we would approve the minutes of March 12th board meeting and March 26th board meeting. Are you ready to vote? All in favor? Raise your hand. This motion is carried unanimously. Next on the agenda, ethics statement, is Teresa Blackshear.
Thank you. In accordance with regulations set forth by the Georgia Ethics Commission, it is the duty of every board member to avoid both conflict of interest and interest of such conflict. Does any board member have any known conflict of interest scheduled on our meeting or appearing on our proposed agenda? We will proceed with our agenda.
Thank you, Ms. Blackshear. And I'd like to make note that at the board meeting, we have in attendance Mr. Harris, Ms. Blackshear, and myself, Isaiah Rouse. Next, do we have any public participation? Okay. Well, before we go to superintendent's comments, I'd like to say that I'd like to recognize Ms. Blackshear for being elected District 12 Director of Georgia School Board Association. I think we ought to give her a hand for that. We're very proud of her, and I think she'll do well, but she keep the kids at heart. That's what we all should be doing.
Thank you, thank you.
Ms. Dixon.
Thank you. Mr. Vice Chair, we want to keep our chair in mind tonight as she is recovering on tonight from a little illness, as well as Ms. Stokes, who is absent on tonight. We appreciate what our board members do for the boys and girls of Twiggs County. Once again, I want to say once again congratulations to Ms. Teresa Blackshear as she was elected the director to represent the District 12 for Georgia School Board. It was a very nice meeting that we attended over in Houston County at the Board of Education office there. We had a nice dinner. It was well attended. Ms. Rainey, myself, and Ms. Blackshear were in attendance there, and several other board members, and we She was elected from amongst several other school districts. She ran against board members from Baldwin County as well as Houston County, and she came out as the top winner. And so that is to be commended, that Twiggs is still shining. So we want to say congratulations to you. And we want to show tonight some excerpts from her, just some of her thoughts and what helped her stay connected and help her to get elected. So we'll share that with you
In
tonight.
Macon, local, if we have to go off, we're going to be ready for our training so we can be prepared so our children can be successful. I'm so excited, and I just want to say to you, Mr. Wilson, I will be calling you as well as I did. Yes. And we keep in touch. Yes. It's not about us. It's all about our children. So let's work together and make this happen. Thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So that was a part of her acceptance speech there on that night. So we look forward to her representing the districts well, and I'm sure that she will do a great job for us. So once again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Want to say also congratulations to our board members that were able to attend the National School Board Association's meeting. It's always good to be at the table, and I'm very thankful that this board is always forward-thinking and at the table, and they were able to attend the National School Board Association. At this time, I'm going to call forth Mr. Jamie Paul and his staff to come and present a pageant presentation at this time.
To our vice chair who's acting tonight, in the absence of our chair, to our superintendent, Mr. Dixon, and other distinguished board members. It appears that the father is stepping out to check on the daughter of our honoree for tonight. But I would like to not prolong our meeting tonight, so we would like to present. So while we're waiting on her, we do want to say that we have a plaque that we would like to read for our sponsor for appreciation. And this is in grateful recognition of your generous support of our Junior Beta Club. We hereby present the Hollingsworth and Marcus family with this award of appreciation from Jeffersonville Elementary School on April 9th, 2019, from the principal, Jamie T. Polk, and also a sponsor of appreciation, same as it reads, in grateful recognition of your generous support of Junior Beta Club. We hereby present Morris Contractors and Consultants with this award of appreciation from Jefferson Elementary School, April 9th, 2019, from Jamie T. Polk, Principal. And these are sponsors who are helping us go to our national convention for our Junior Beta Club. So we know the Morrison Contractors could not be here to other obligations tonight, but the Hollingsworth and Marcus family was supposed to be here to receive their plaque, which we contacted them as well as to crowning of our Miss Pre-K of JES, as well as we were going to crown her tonight. And so the father was here, so, and she's walking in as we speak, so we crown her.
Come on up, sweetie.
And also, we have our Miss Pre-K runner-up, and she's not here, so we want to crown our Miss Pre-K.
You be true. And, oh,
Our family.
come here, Miss Sophia. Step right here, Megan.
It's almost here.
You ready to drop your hands? Come on.
And we do ask that the Hollingsworth and Marcus family will come as we present your plaque of appreciation for sponsorship. Thank you, sir. And on behalf of our entire school body and Junior Brady Club, we say thank you for all you do. And to our Miss Pre-K and Florida, you represent us well. Well, we love you. Thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Dixon.
Congratulations. You're walking like a queen now. We want to say congratulations to all of those that were on tonight, and we appreciate all of the support that you provide to our boys and girls, to all of our stakeholders. We want to remind you that on April the 11th, board members, that we will have the pinning ceremony for our CNA program. It will begin promptly at 2:00 p.m. in the gymnasium at Middle High School, April the 11th. That's this Thursday at 2:00 p.m. Also, we want to remind you that we will begin with testing on April the 22nd for the elementary and the middle school. And high school will begin on May the 6th. May the 6th. Also, we did receive some correspondence from PAGE, the Professional Association of Georgia Educators, and they were just reminding us that the governor had allocated the $3,000 increase for certified staff, and encouraging us to put that on our salary scale. But as we're going through our budget process, we are mindful of that. So just wanted to share that correspondence with you, so that we will keep that in the forefront of our minds. So, Mr. Chair, that concludes my announcements for today.
Thank you, Mr. Dixon.
Thank you.
Moving on to the business agenda. You see, the first thing is young people author presentation information item, Mr. Dixon.
It's always good to recognize our young people and the achievements that they have accomplished, and as we started off tonight of recognizing our pre-K, recognizing now moving into and the runner-up, and now moving into student achievement with the Young Georgia Authors presentation. Tonight we will start off and represent with our third place winners on tonight. So I will ask Ms. Riggs and Ms. Harris to assist me, and principals, if you all would come to assist me with your representatives. So we will have in sixth place we have Ms. Jada Myers. If you come to the center so we can get a picture. Okay. of these students and the work of our teachers who have worked very hard with them. And student achievement, we see the rise in student achievement in these students within Twiggs County, and we're just elated of their accomplishments and so proud of them. So we want to say, keep up the good work and keep the sun shining in Twiggs County.
I'd like to say, very proud of the young people. And as I said earlier in one of my statements, this is why I do what I do, because of the young kids. We represent people and we're working for people that are not even able to vote, can't sign legal documents, but they got power if we do what we can to boost them up to get to the top. This is the foundation right here. That we, most of us in here that's working, if you done did your time, you know what I'm talking about. But the ones that come along, we need to do all we can to prepare them for tomorrow's world, really, today's world. So I'd like to say again, we thank you very much for what you do. The teachers, administrators, the board, the community, the family, we all got to do it together. It's a team thing. And I think if we all work together, Twiggs County can be whatever we want to be. Thank you. The next on the agenda will be retired teacher banquet. Mr. Dixon, this is an information item.
Mr. Chair and fellow board members, just a reminder that we will be honoring our retiring teachers and staff members that are retiring this year. It will be on April the 15th. I believe that will be next Monday at 6 o'clock p.m. We will be at the Rotunda at the high school, and you are invited, you and a guest, to come and share. And we will have a fine dinner for our retirees, and we will honor them and shower them with gifts. And an opportunity to see one of our retirees peeping in back there. So this is a special time that we give to them and them only. We are excited, and they will have the opportunity to bring several guests with them at this time. So just make sure that you have that on your radar.
Next on the agenda, Board of Education retreat and meeting cancellation information item. Mr. Dixon.
Our second meeting of the month will be the 4th Tuesday. We will forego that meeting date because on that Thursday we will have our Board of Education retreat. We will begin that meeting at 5 o'clock p.m. And this year our facilitator will be our RESA director, Ms. Julie Allagood. But we will have a speaker, Nurse Nancy, who will be speaking with us, and will be our administrators and our board members. We will meet together at 5, and then we will dismiss our administrators for the remainder of our retreat after the beginning session at 5 o'clock. So we will begin at 5 o'clock on that Thursday of that week. Yes, sir.
Next on the agenda, item D, testing and student achievement. Mr. King.
Good afternoon, Mr. Vice Chair, board members, Superintendent Dixon. Board members, just wanted to come before you to, as Mr. Dixon has already alluded to, we are winding down the end of the school year, and it's time for our students to show what they know. On April the 22nd through the 30th, we'll start our milestone review with grades 3 through 8, which is our end of the grade assessment. And then on May the 6th through the 10th, we will start our end of course assessment, which is at the high school for those 8 milestone courses. And then on May the 8th and the 10th, we will take our advanced placement for those students who took AP courses this school year. At all our schools, we've already went into remediation. Our teachers feel pretty comfortable about what our students are getting ready to do. Our technology department has already started their milestone readiness to ensure that our computers are working and ready to go. They're going to continue that on tomorrow at our middle school. And we just believe that our students are going to do exceptionally well. We are looking forward to the achievement that they're going to do. And we ask that you just please continue to pray for our students, that they do what we need. And we're hoping to see some great achievement that we'll be able to bring back to you and show what they actually are doing.
Oh, sorry. I got a couple of calls, I told them to call to the school.
Yes. the date did change. I had some concerns. We were testing really early, and I felt like we needed the additional time with spring break being right before we were going into testing. And we did call the testing center to see if because our testing window was open during that time, and they granted us the opportunity to have the extra time. So I felt like we could use the extra time to prepare our students.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know, I directly the call to the school, so.
Thank you.
Any questions? Next on the agenda, item E, March 2019 financial report. Action, Mr. Austin.
Good evening, Board Chair, Board Members, Superintendent Dixon.
Mr. Austin.
Yes, sir. As always, the financial report is prepared with a summary to show you where we currently are, what we have anticipated in revenue versus our actuals, and the same for the expenditures. Bottom line is that we have $394,469 that is being added to our fund balance currently. So we are in the black overall. Around this time last year and currently this year in the end of March, we see that we took in less money, well, less money than what we actually expended. The cycle of our revenue is coming to a stabilization point, so while it is declining, but it's not as declining as rapidly as it once was. And also the expending is stabilizing as well. So we are seeing a balancing act in this quarter. Moving forward into the fourth quarter, one of the things that we're looking at, we've done a great job in strategically outlining some things that we want to accomplish before the end of the year. I believe the directors and a lot of the program managers have exceeded expectations that we have set within our team meetings. So now we're preparing to make sure the budget can withstand any emergencies. One thing we do not want to happen is that we're going into the fourth quarter and we're trying to protect our fund balance and something comes up that we just have to do. So we're being very watchful and careful. Up until June 1st, we're being very careful on what we spend. We're focused only on our salaries and utilities at this particular point. We have identified 3 core areas, which is the business service department, the one that I had, maintenance and transportation. And we have identified that those areas are most likely to have emergencies that may arise. So we're making sure that we are doing the best we can for our students, and up to this particular point, I'm confident that we're moving in the right direction. Any questions or concerns about the March report?
Thank you for giving that to us in a timely manner.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Chair, if there are no further questions, then you've had it for a couple of days for review. I'll seek approval for the March 2019 financial report.
You heard the superintendent recommendation, what do I hear?
I make the motion to approve the March 2019 financial report.
The second motion.
Motion has been properly made by Ms. Blackshear and seconded by Mr. Harris to approve the March 2019 financial report. Any questions? All in favor, raise your hand. The vote is unanimous. Next item, district request, action item, Mr. Dixon.
Mr. Chair, board members, you have before you 4 field trip requests and 1 fundraiser request, and I am seeking approval for those 4 field trip requests and the 1 fundraiser request that is before you on tonight.
You heard the superintendent's recommendation, district request. What do I hear?
Madam Servine, I make the motion to approve the district request per our superintendent. This is for the field trips fundraisers as well. For both.
Second motion.
Motion has been properly made by Ms. Blackshear, seconded by Mr. Harris to approve the district request and fundraiser presented by Superintendent Dixon. Any questions? All in favor, raise your hand. Vote is unanimous. With that, in the business agenda, give me a motion that we enter into executive session for personnel matters.
I make that motion that we move into executive session for personnel matters.
Second that motion.
Motion been properly made by Ms. Blackshear, second by Mr. Harris, that we'll move into executive session for personnel matter. Any questions? All in favor, raise your hand. Motion carried. We will return.
Thank you all for coming tonight.
Need a motion to exit out of executive session back into regular session.
Make that motion.
Second.
Have been a motion properly and seconded by Mr. Harris that we move out of executive session back into regular session. All in favor? Motion passed unanimously. After superintendent recommendation, resignation of Chevy Getz and a non-renewal. Need a motion to accept the recommendation of the superintendent.
I make the motion to accept the recommendation for the superintendent.
Second.
Motion second that we accept the recommendation of the superintendent. Motion ready to vote. All in favor? Raise your hand. Motion passed unanimously. I also like to say that I didn't mention earlier, but this is AP week, and we'd like to thank all the APs for the job that they do. I think, you know, it all being a team, so, and to accept the AP job up under the principal, you know, I think, and all you all can work together, because like I said earlier, it's all about the kids, but I'd like to say we appreciate our APs. I think we ought to give them a round of applause. Because I understand they have to step in a lot of time when the principal is not there. So, and plus they have to work together with the principal. So I think you all deserve a standing ovation, but I don't feel like standing right now. But anyway, that's anything else? Motion to adjourn?
I made that motion.
Second.
The motion has been properly made by Ms. Blackshear and seconded by Mr. Harris that we stand adjourned. You ready to vote?
Yes.
All in favor? Meeting stand adjourned.
All right.